Welcome back to Monika's International Cooking. Today I have my special friend Angelita there. I'm so excited.
I'm glad to be here.
Yeah.
The studio is so beautiful. Thank you for the invitation.
Oh, you're so welcome. And we're making Jaeger Schnitzel today because she told me she likes schnitzel. So I thought, Joe, let's just do it today. And I'm happy to show you how to do it and to show you guys how it's done.
I'm excited. Let's get started.
Good. We'll see you in a bit. Angelita,
Yes.
you can grab the first schnitzel.
Okay.
Pork tenderloin.
Put it in the bag.
And try to flatten it out.
Okay.
I know it's a little tricky, but I like it with the freezer bag because you can just put it in and then you can beat the pork without, spreading any juice. So.
It won't get all over your food.
No, you can just start with 2 for now. That way, and then just flip it over and use the, you always want to use the flat surface.
Okay.
And see, it gets a little bigger once you do that.
Yes.
And then you can turn it around. Yes, and that would be it for the first. And I guess we can just put it here on the side. And now we're gonna coat it with flour so that the eggs can stick to it better.
So you have 3 steps.
It's 3 steps. First is the flour, then you take it, you put it in the egg. And the egg is there, the purpose of the egg is to make the breadcrumbs stick
Okay.
to the meat. And then you turn it. Make sure all the eggs are on it. And then this needed a little more. And then you put it into the breadcrumbs. You can use any breadcrumbs, you can make your own. All you have to do is really just let the bread dry out completely and then just crush it. I think it's a better flavor. And you also want to make sure that you don't press the breadcrumbs on top of it.
It's sticky?
Because it will get too hard. It's supposed to be a little fluffy in between when you make the schnitzel. You can do a little bit of this, like just spread it a little more over it, but don't press it. You want to just slightly coat it. There we go. I'm going to show now Angelita how to make the cream mushroom sauce. And first we're going to add some olive oil. It's going to be the light olive oil. And I think it's the first one. Yes, just a little bit. I'll tell you the stuff. Yeah, that's good. And it's about 2-3 tablespoons of oil. And then you're going to wait a little bit and make sure it's going to get really hot before you add the onions. Make sure you cover it all the way. There we go. And it takes about a minute, I would say. Half a minute. Depends how, every stove is different. It's a half a minute to a minute to warm up. And I think with the gas stove, it's maybe even faster. I have an electric one, so I know every time it's very different. Even when you bake, it's also different. Every stove is different. So I always make sure you check constantly. And then you can add the onion.
Are we putting the entire bowl? Is that all 2 cups?
That's about one big onion chopped up.
Okay.
And then you want to make sure you close the lid. And then you're going to let it get a little brown, just slightly, because it gives it a different flavor. And maybe about 3-4 minutes, and then we'll be right back. So, Angelita,
Yes.
it's done. It's slightly caramelized, not all the way, but you don't want it all the way,
It smells so good.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? And you can add now the bacon.
There we go. How much bacon is that?
It's about, I would say I cut up about 4 slices. Yeah.
Okay.
And this is for the flavor for the sauce because it's going to give it a real good flavor.
Okay.
So I don't put too much because I don't want too much bacon.
Right.
And then the bacon cooks faster. So we can put the mushrooms already in.
Okay.
There we go.
How many mushrooms is that?
The mushrooms.
About 2 cups?
No, it's about 450 grams.
Oh.
So when you buy I use the Montebello mushrooms. When you buy the big ones, it says the grams on it. So yeah, you
Okay.
can just do that. And you're gonna you can put a little bit the lid on for about a minute or so, and then we can start putting in the white wine.
Oh, that's
What
gonna be
gives
good.
it a real good flavor as well. So about a minute. I love that smell.
It smells so good. It looks delicious, and we're not even done.
No, we have so much more to add. It's a process.
Yes, it is.
Look at that.
Wow.
Does it smell good?
It smells so good.
So now you can add the white wine,
Okay.
about 1/4, and then you leave it for a little bit.
And when you add liquid to the pot, it
Yes.
seems like it simmers down
It
the
simmers
temperature
down
a little bit, right?
Yes, it does. You want also the wine to simmer down a little bit. You know, of course, it's not going to be any more alcohol in it.
Right, right.
Yeah, it's going to be gone. So, what takes about 2 minutes, 2-3 minutes, and we can add. Let's see. Yeah, we can add this is vegetable broth. So it's good for you also, for the taste, especially for the taste. Okay. And then we're gonna let this simmer for about 2 minutes. It smells good with the wine, doesn't it?
Smells so very good.
So we can add now the tomato paste, about 1 tablespoon.
Okay.
That gives it also a little flavor of tomato, but not too much because it's just 1 tablespoon.
Right, okay. And a little color too, right?
Yes,
It's
color
adds
a little bit,
color.
yeah, just a little bit. And then because it's so hot, it kind of dissolves very easily. So it's already dissolved. And you're gonna stir it. And then we can add the cream.
Okay. And how much cream is
It's
this?
1 cup heavy cream.
Is there any particular brand you like to use?
No, whatever I can find. But you need to make sure it's heavy whipped cream, the heavy, because it's thicker.
Yes.
They also have the lighter version, but then it's a little bit more watery. This gives it a little thicker texture.
Okay.
And then you can also add the thyme. That's about 1 teaspoon.
All right.
That gives it also a nice flavor.
That smells very good, the
It
thyme.
does, yes. It has strong, very strong.
Yes.
And let's see, and then you can also add already the parsley, about 2 to 3 tablespoons.
Okay.
There we go. And so we're gonna let this simmer for about another 5 to 10 minutes, just depends, you know. And
And on the wine?
on the wine, I did make a mistake. I said 1/4 cup, it's half a cup.
Okay.
I'm sorry about that. And it's white wine, Chardonnay. I use usually Chardonnay.
Okay.
And we're gonna let this simmer, and then we're gonna try it and then add a little salt. But I'm gonna add a little pepper right now. I would say about half a teaspoon to 1 teaspoon. It depends how much pepper you like.
Right.
And I usually don't overpower because everybody is eating, so I don't wanna just cook for me. I always have to think of the others. They maybe don't like too much salt, or they don't like too much pepper.
Okay.
So I'll let this simmer for a little bit.
It smells so good. Wish y'all could smell it.
It does smell good. Wish y'all could be here and try it with me. Let's try this. So I like to just use a little salt. And what I do is I pinch and just go like that. I guess I would say maybe add a half a teaspoon of salt. Usually when I'm at home, I'm cooking like this. I never measure.
Right.
So it's different when you do the cooking show now because I have to like think about you guys as well. So I'm trying to mention all the tablespoon and teaspoon, but I wanted to show you a little bit how I do it at home as well. And then you stir it and then you try it. And if you still want more, you can add more, but I think it should be good.
Smells so good.
Yes. And that's why I didn't put too much salt on the schnitzels and pepper because of the sauce.
Yes.
Because you don't want it to be too salty. Yeah, we'll let that simmer. At the end, I like to add a little bit mustard. So you can eat that. You can add like Dijon mustard, whatever you like best. So it's about I would say a tablespoon. Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
Just for a little flavor. And then we're gonna. Do you see how it thickens already a little more?
Yes, it looks very good.
And that's gonna go over the schnitzel. You know, that's why it's called Jaeger Schnitzel. The Jaeger means it's a mushroom cream sauce.
Very good.
That you put over the schnitzel. You can also put a little bit over the potatoes we're gonna make today. So. Yes. And we're gonna let it simmer for about another minute, and then it's done. And all of this takes maybe 10 minutes, the sauce, not longer. Especially after the cream, it's maybe about 5 minutes after the cream, and we want to keep it like that so, you know, you don't overcook. So the sauce is done now, so we can cover it and put it to the side so we can start frying the schnitzel. We're ready for the schnitzel.
I'm excited.
This is the trick, guys. That's really the trick. So we're gonna start with the light olive oil.
Okay.
So I would say about 3 tablespoons. Okay, that's good. And then we're gonna add 1 tablespoon of butter. You can just, there you go. And we wanna make sure that the schnitzels are covered. So you can always add more olive oil and butter, but you always wanna add a little butter just for the flavor. See, now I got stuck. There we go. Okay, so we can add, can you hand me the plate? Thank you.
Yes.
Alright. So you want to add the schnitzel. Sometimes it's a little tricky, it sticks. So now you can see you probably need a little bit more olive oil, and we'll see about the butter.
Do we put that in now?
Just a little more, yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. Okay, let's see. Maybe need a little more, but let's see.
Let me get around you.
And then was just enough of a pan to fit all 4 pieces in. There we go. So the point is for the schnitzel to almost swim in the butter and the oil, because you want to have it slightly covered. And that way the breading gets to be the right way. It's supposed to be a little fluffy coming off the schnitzel, the breading, very slightly. I'll show you when it's done.
How long do you cook it on each side?
On each side about 3 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes. And then it's done. Since it's already been pounded, you know, on, the meat gets a little thinner. So it doesn't take that long.
Wonderful.
Let me tell you, all of you guys, a story. So we went to Tyrol in Austria, and we went hiking in the mountains. And we took a break. There were about 3 restaurants. Every little level of the mountain, there's a different type of restaurant. So at one level, you maybe get buttermilk, fresh buttermilk. At the other one, you step maybe for soup. And then at the other one, you go for dinner. And when we got to the last one, we were so lucky because we had one of famous Bavarian polka music, you know. And he's pretty much the king of Bavaria. He went hiking and he came into the restaurant and we ordered schnitzel.
Oh, there you
That's
go.
what I remember. We ordered schnitzel. And it was so much fun because they made him perform. You know, they had their own musicians in the restaurant and they said, well, you sing, you can't just come here and not perform. So he ended up performing for free.
Wonderful.
So I didn't have to purchase any concert tickets. It would be here considered like seeing Michael Jackson while you're in the mountain. You're just walking in. Hi, guys. That's that's kind of how it felt when we were there. So it was really, it was great. And my daughter get to see it. My husband was there. So that was great. It was really great.
That sounds like a lot of fun. So we want them to be golden brown?
Yes, golden brown. And you see how nice it simmers and the smell from the butter, it makes a difference.
Yes.
You have just a little bit. You don't want to add just butter because then it's really fattening.
Yeah.
So I mix it with olive oil, light olive oil and butter. But doesn't that look already starting to look great?
Yeah, I can't wait till we taste it.
Me too, because I'm getting hungry.
I'm hungry.
It's kind of, to do the show, it takes time, you know. But when you cook at home, it's so much faster. You're just going, and you don't even really, honestly, I don't even notice it's routine. You just do it, and you're just making it. And now I'm explaining it, so it's a little different. I think we're ready. Yep. See that little golden?
Yes.
There we go.
Beautiful color.
So there are many versions of schnitzel. If I would have made the traditional Wiener Schnitzel, it's made out of veal and it's just fried with lemon wedges on top. And that will be the traditional one. And then you have the Jaeger Schnitzel with the gravy that we're doing today. And there's the Gypsy Schnitzel.
Oh.
And it's with bell pepper sauce and a little bit more tomatoey. Yeah, so there's so many versions of schnitzel, even chicken breast, you can make it. Or cordon bleu, you can stuff it with cheese inside and ham.
Yes.
So we have lots of versions, too many.
I'm going to have to try them all.
Yes, and they're all different flavors, so that's what's so great. You can have one day this schnitzel, the next time you can have the other way of schnitzel.
Yes.
But it's looking great. Okay. I think we can already start taking some out. I think I'm going to leave this one a little longer because I think the heat is a little more over there, over on this side. So I usually put a paper towel on top of the plate so that, the oil can drip onto the paper towel and it takes it off the meat. And then we're going to leave these two pieces a little longer. Such a great color.
It is. It looks very good. Tasty. Can't wait. Are you going to put the sauce over it?
Oh, yes. We're going to put the sauce over it, and then we're going to show you how to make the potatoes, and the potatoes are going to be so delicious. And if you like, you can also put a little gravy sauce over that potato, but it's up to you. You can take that one off. So we're going to go to the potatoes now, and let me tell you a little bit about it. So I used white potatoes, but you can also use golden potatoes. And what I do is I boil them with the skin on, because for the texture, so they don't fall apart. And if you want to make mashed potatoes, that's when you take the skin off.
Before boiling.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you for that.
Yeah, and I'm going to cut them. And then you can add about 2 tablespoons, I think around here, of butter. You can hold that for now.
Do you want me to put the butter in now?
Let's wait just a second.
Okay.
And then I'm going to cut the potatoes in 4. I like them a little thicker. Since they're already through, you can leave them a little thicker. They also have the little potatoes that you can buy.
Mm-hmm.
And then you don't even have to cut them. You can just leave them like that.
Oh yes,
That's also
I like to
good.
use those sometimes.
Sometimes they fall a little apart, but that's okay. That means I maybe overcooked it just slightly. That means we can't let it fry too long. Okay. Yeah, we can add it.
Butter?
Mm-hmm. About 2 tablespoons. Yeah. Good. Now we can add already the potatoes.
Mm-hmm.
And then I add some more. We don't have to use all of them. But I used about 5 pounds of white potatoes.
Mm.
And then we're gonna add some pepper.
Mm-hmm.
And some salt. And I would say just keep trying it. And just go around the potatoes. And then just keep stirring and trying it until you feel like it has enough salt for you. And you don't want to stir it too much. Just slightly. And then I'm going to add some parsley.
Parsley.
Yeah, it's, for the flavor, it's really good.
Mm-hmm. It looks beautiful.
Yeah. And not everybody makes the potatoes like that, I know, because you will see that more in, I think, in Europe.
Mm-hmm. It's such a simple dish, but
It's very simple, but
very good flavor.
Yeah, very good flavor because of the butter and because of the salt and pepper.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, you can still put, like I said, you can still put the gravy over it too, if you like.
Yes.
It's gonna bring out another flavor on top of it. And we're gonna leave it for maybe about a minute, and then they're done.
Fabulous.
Let's see, I need to make sure that sometimes people brown them too much till they're golden, but I don't, because we're going to put the sauce over it anyway.
They're already cooked. It's more just picking up that flavor from
Yes.
the butter and
Yes.
salt and pepper, right?
Mm-hmm. They're pretty much cooked already, and you just for the flavor factor, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I love potatoes because I make potatoes all the time, but I have like 50 versions of them.
Yes.
There's so many versions to bake it, so many versions to do it on the stove.
Mm-hmm.
Then all the mashed potatoes.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes I boil my potatoes, I make mashed potatoes, and I add carrots, and I smash the carrots as well
Oh, wow.
with the potatoes, and it's
Amazing.
good taste. We're back, and we're already prepared the plate, so we can try our delicious schnitzel, Jäger Schnitzel.
Yes.
And
I'm excited.
You can go first.
All right.
Angelica.
Thank you. Mmm. That's amazing. I love the flavor.
Thanks.
So delicious. Thank you so much.
No, you're
for
welcome.
having me here today with you. I'm going to try the potatoes now.
Sure.
Mmm. Mmm.
Do you like it? Was the
Yes, I love
parsley and
that.
everything?
I
It's
love it.
really good. Was the butter and
So good how you just drizzle the sauce
Yeah.
over the top of that also.
just
Nice.
for a little extra flavor. It's great. I
Yeah.
love doing it.
Y'all have to try this. It's really good.
Yeah, I hope so. And it was so easy. And remember, the potatoes, all you have to do is boil them and then cut them in smaller pieces and then just fry them in some butter and olive oil and put the pepper and salt, and then you can also put the parsley on top, and it's done. It's great flavor. And I'm so happy and so glad that you came today. Thank you so much for being here. I'm glad you get to eat the schnitzel.
Yes, I can't wait till we finish it.
Yes, me too.
Cheers.
Cheers. Salute.
Salute.
And thank you guys for watching. And you can all follow me on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. Please subscribe to my channel. We're also posting live cooking on Instagram. So you're all gonna see me maybe for about 30 minutes, maybe for an hour, depends on what I'm making. So thank you for watching. Piep, piep, piep. Wir haben uns alle lieb.